Hello, I'm Dr. Eve. Welcome to the Sexual Health Center. I'm going to be talking a lot about condoms. Well, I always talk a lot about condoms, and you know what? That's not really a very effective thing to do because we still know that it's very difficult for people to use condoms, to negotiate around condoms. It carries a huge amount of risk. I am the Lovers Plus ambassador, so wherever I go, I'm taking Lovers Plus condoms with me, both the male and the female condom, as well as a wonderful liquid lube. This condom is a male condom that goes onto an erect male penis. We've got 4 different kinds of condoms here. I think the most popular one is the extra play one, which you can understand that that's what people want or think that they want. Why is it so difficult to use a condom? Is it because it dulls sensation? Is it because it spoils the moment? Well, we've got to turn to research and see what people are saying about condoms. One of the biggest factors that prevent people from actually using condoms is actually buying it. It seems kind of strange that in this so-called liberal time, people still struggle to walk into a place and actually ask for a condom because it feels like it's very exposing of their sexuality. Also, they're not really that available in stores, and I was really surprised to hear this. In big supermarket chains, they're not just where you can pick them out. You actually have to go to a counter and ask for the condom. No wonder people are not using condoms. There's also distrust in the public health service where they don't want to go into the clinics and use those. So Lovers Plus condoms are being very much marketed for people who can go into any store and buy it and still have the high quality that they would be expecting. But where do you find it? Where do you go and buy it? What stops you from actually using your condom? Okay, so as I said, research shows us that getting the availability of condoms is an obstacle. Going to ask for a condom, which is pretty damn ridiculous if you think about how we have freedom and we have the right to be able to have sexual health and have all the access to sexual services. If that is an obstacle as well, let's say that you overcome that. You get onto my website, you go into Clicks, you go into Discount, you go into a store and you actually buy your condom. What do you do with this condom once it's in your pocket? Well, from research, people aren't really using them. Well, you might use the first time, the second time. By the third time, you're thinking, I'm familiar with this partner, so I don't really need to use this condom. And the condom gets dumped. Oftentimes, people who know their statuses as well and think, well, I'm HIV negative, I don't have any STIs that I know about, they will dump the condom as well. There's also great discomfort in using condoms when you are married or in a relationship because it brings in this theme of distrust and people don't want to go there. But the truth is that condoms really don't change sensation. Definitely some people become slightly anxious around it and men may lose erections with it, but it's something that can be overcome by constant use, what we call consistent and correct use of a condom. You know how to use a condom by now. You've got to open it up, you've got to look at what the expiry date is, you've got to unseal the foil, and that means not using your teeth, not doing it in the dark because you're not going to get it right that way. Opening it up correctly, knowing where the receptacle tip is, and actually rolling it down right to the very bottom of the erect penis and making sure that it stays there. But how do you do that? How do you break that moment? Well, there shouldn't be moments. Every single moment should be a moment in which you can stop and talk and say, I'm going to be putting on a condom now, or I'm going to use my mouth, I'm going to put a condom on now. There should never be a time when there isn't a moment to be able to protect yourself and have that conversation. But I'm being idealistic, and I know that sex really happens oftentimes when it is unplanned, and also when you are drunk or when you are stoned. Because, sex is supposed to be fun, so who wants to use these male condoms in any case? Even if you're on oral contraceptive, even if you've been circumcised, those are not things that are going to stop you from having to use a condom. Condoms prevent pregnancy. Condoms prevent STIs. Condoms make you feel safe. Condoms enhance your pleasure because emotionally and sexually you feel safer. I really urge you to buy a whole pack of these beautiful condoms. Keep them with you all the time. Try them out by yourself as a woman, as a man. Try them. As a woman, have them on you all the time and get to see what they feel like. Play along with them. And for men, make sure that you know how to use them. And mostly, be in a situation where you can negotiate and feel safe to be able to do that. To find out more about Lovers Plus, please go onto my Lovers Plus page, get onto my site, follow me on Twitter, and find me on Facebook.